Hello everybody! Today I'm gonna show you a really nice way to compose your own song. I want to make a nice relaxing bossa nova song for the solo piano. And for that we take a good old classic song, Blue Bossa by Kenny Dorham, see what he does, see if he can teach us something about bossa nova, and let our composition be inspired by his. We don't want to copy the song one-to-one, so we are gonna change things up here and there, but it's going to be a very funny exercise in the bossa nova style. First of all, we want the atmosphere to be just right. Imagine yourself at a nice beach with relaxing music in the background. With a steady bass in the left hand, just doing simple stuff. Next up, we're gonna look at the rhythm. Now improvise something, but make sure that the rhythm is the same as in Blue Bossa. Now we are already a step closer to making our own bossa nova song. Now we look at the melody. Instead of just improvising a melody using the rhythm, we are going to look at our teacher, Mr. Dorham, to come up with our own melody. Look at the first bar. It has a big leap up and a stepwise motion down. What happens if we do the opposite? A leap down and stepwise motion up. It could sound like this. Then try to start on a different note and play a seventh instead of an octave. Now wait a minute, isn't this cheating? You can't just copy another musician. Story time. When the greatest musician of all of history composed his brilliant pieces, he looked for musicians before him for inspiration. Take this piece for instance, Fugue in G major. Listen to what the first few bars sounds like. Now listen to an even earlier composer, Dietrich Buxtehude's composition. Quite similar, right? Look how the sequence is almost identical, but where Buxtehude goes down on the fourth note, Bach goes up. Nothing new here of this idea of getting inspired by other musicians and using their music to get better. Now, back to Mr. Dorham. In the next bars, the melody is repeated 3 times, except that each time it is played a note below, and the 3rd time he adds a little something to the end of the line. This is actually something Bach does quite a lot, so we will do the same. We play our first theme. Like this. We repeat it, so instead of going from C, we go from B flat. The 3rd time from A natural. Something a little different. Now for the chords. I would like to start with an F minor chord instead of a C minor chord. I think the melody I made here, it has a more F minor vibe over it, so I will stick to that. But I will go with the chord progressions of the Blue Bossa. So in C minor it goes C, F minor, D minor, G. So that is 1, 4, 2, 5. I will do the same, but in F minor. So 1, 4, 2, 5. It will be like this. G minor, C minor. Sounds great. So we just need to put our melody in this chord progression, and it will sound like this. Quite cool, right? Okay, then we're almost done. We just need the last 4 bars. Look at the repetition with a small difference in the end. He says, you can see it gets repeated here. One more time. And then something else. So we will do the same. I will say, so it's almost repeated, but with a little different. And then it will sound like this. If I end this on the C major 7th chord, it's the dominant to the F minor, and then I will go right back to the beginning. That's not what he does, but I think it sounds pretty good. So now I just want to play the whole piece and we can compare the 2 compositions. So, here you have it, a guide to getting inspired by the musicians of your choosing. Take care, and until next time.